No! I forgot to turn on the music! There we go. Hey, peoples of Twitch! Welcome back to another stream on the Meadow SMP, and this is what I get for procrastinating preparing for a stream. I get to run on at exactly the time that I stream and just press the start stream button. And then realize that I forgot the music. I mean, gosh darn it, this is just tumbling downwards as we go. It's fine, because today, we're actually coming on with a plan. We actually have a solid plan as to what we're going to do today. And that does include our new trading hall that we are building. It is going to be amazing. Can we actually call it our Chamber of Commerce? Chamber of Commerce? Is that an English word? I don't think that's an English word. I really don't think that's an English word the more I think about it. Huh. Sometimes being bilingual is obnoxious, and this is one of those moments where I desperately try racking my brain for, is this a French word or an English word? I know it's a French word, but isn't it also an English word? This is now breaking my brain. Okay, well, I happily did not deal with some inventory, so I still have a small amount of the materials needed to continue construction. And I believe I have even more of them tucked away here, so if we just grab them, we can actually just hop right into construction, which will be absolutely amazing. I can also grab my quartz, happily, there we are. And now we just pop down here and start constructing stuff. And then when we run out of stuff, we can go continue working on our warp tree farm. Definitely deal with that at some point, but not right now. I still don't know if that nylium spreads, because I planned to do some research on that, but then, newsflash, I didn't. I mean, who called this? Who called this? Definitely not me, just raising my hand here. I definitely 100% believe that I was going to do this. Yeah, no, because I go through with what I say, yep. Yeah, what a surprise that I did not do the research I said I was going to. What a surprise. Okay, let's see. How often do I want pillars? I mean, this way I'm gonna have to do them at every single entrance door. I'll have to have two. One on each side just because of this, so we can do that. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all, actually. And if we just do this on this side as well, and just build out here so that we don't have to build up with a staircase. There we go. And then we need some sort of throwaway block that we do not really need. Which technically I could use stone brick, but it just feels wrong. It just feels wrong to use a block that I'm actually using within construction to fill in random gaps that aren't going to be seen. This is not helpful. I do not need this currently. Thank you. Awesome, now we have stone. Which also, ironically, is actually the exact material that I will be using to make more stone brick. Which is why using stone brick would not make any difference at all. But this just feels right. This just feels right. I cannot explain it any more than that. Do I want to do the whole Grecian pillar only one side thing, perhaps? Like, chiseled there? Do I want to do supports like I did up here? Huh. We can experiment with that idea once we have this whole hallway done, but for now, I just want to see how it looks like this. Sweet. Okay, so I'm not hating it, so that is a great thing when you don't just instantly look at your build and go, this is horrible, I hate it. This can burn and die in a hole and I wouldn't care. It's always a good moment when your build does not give off those vibes. Okay, and then we just cover this up because I'm going to be able to see this. And then here as well, and I want it to be nice and tall because I love having nice tall ceilings. It just makes, me feel a little bit short, which is not always the most pleasant feeling. However, it does make everything look just that much more extravagant, which is glorious. Okay, let's continue chopping out the walls here, just absolutely murdering the walls. We do not need walls. Walls are not important. They are just not important. I say as I continue to replace the walls that we constantly have walls. I forgot that I used planks there, and that's actually kind of bugging me now, but it's fine. It's fine. No one will ever know. No one will ever know. And considering I forgot that literally not even 24 hours after I placed it, I think that I'll be able to forget it again. So we should be fine. We should be fine. Okay, we don't even have any viewers. I don't even have any viewers right now, so there's literally nobody that saw that. I'm feeling great. There is nobody in this world who is going to remind me of those jungle planks. This is glorious. This is absolutely amazing. See, now this is the best part about being a small-time streamer. I can just have stuff that even if it gets cataloged and recorded forever, for example, on my VOD channel, it's still no one will ever know. No one will ever know. Oh, well, I just got a viewer at that point. Definitely wasn't talking about murder. Definitely wasn't talking about murder. No one will ever know. Yeah, no, I was talking about soup. 100%. No one will ever know about my amazing soup recipe. Definitely. Okay, let's see. We have this all dealt with. I need to go get more deep slate, and then we should be all good to continue working on that hull. I am so excited for once it's all completed up, because then we can actually experiment more with those pillars and decide which way we want to go. With just the double-sided pillar or the triple-sided pillar. Currently, I'm leaning more towards the double-sided pillar, if not just to have a slightly different setup to up here. But we shall see. We shall see how that turns out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna end up swapping it just because I don't really like the way it's looking right now. Okay, but once again, as I have said many times, you can never really know what a build is going to look like until you are done. It's just that inescapable truth of building. Oh dear. Another inescapable truth of building. Building around water sucks. It just sucks. There is see, water everywhere. Everywhere. Even if you thought you got rid of it, it still exists. It still exists, no matter how hard you have tried to exterminate it. I bet you there's a ton of it behind this wall. Actually, no, I guarantee you there's a ton of it behind this wall. The first layer, probably not, but probably the third and fourth layer we might start running into it. By fifth and sixth, definitely. Definitely. Well, okay, this is actually not looking the best for me. This is not looking the best for me. Okay. No, there's drips there. There's drips there, so I know. I know. There we go. I called it. By the fifth layer, we would definitely get some water action. You can just never get rid of the water. The water will exist forever. Okay, and ta-da! Awesome! Okay, now we have the hull almost complete. We just need to get this last little bit here. As well as I want to get a lantern back there, so that we don't have to look at a torch, and so that it's nice and bright, so we don't have shadows to contend with as well. Although I'm actually thinking that our hull down there might be a lot darker than this hull up here, especially since all the lighting in this hull comes from the lights behind the trading stations, and in this one the hull is much thicker. So it'll definitely be darker, even if we use the exact same lighting styles. Which we probably will, in all honesty. It's a very, very easy lighting style to use. Okay, let's see. What else are we leaning towards? Do I want to have pillars down these halls? I don't think I want to have pillars down these halls, just because these ones aren't going to go on for nearly as long as this one will. Actually, no, because technically these ones actually go longer. This is difficult. I don't think I planned this out properly. I really did not plan this out properly. I'm realizing this more and more as I go, that I should have planned this out properly, but I did not. I kind of just had an idea and said, this is a great idea, and went with it. So, I am now facing the consequences of that action, and they're not pleasant. They're not pleasant. I shall say that happily. Okay, and let's just cover this up. There we go. And this block here, and then up here will have to be our nice warped planks, which will be great. And what did I say about the water? What did I say about the water? It is always there. It's just omnipresent. It is omnipresent. I will never escape the water. The water is my life now. There is nothing else but me and the water in this world. Okay, let's see. Yeah, because do I want this to just be a hall like this? And then just have maybe quartz pillars inlaid within the walls every here and there? Because I could technically do that, just have them inlaid, and then have a slab in the center. to meet together the arches. That would work. And that would actually fit really well with the Grecian pillars here. This is always the difficult part, because if I want to add in nice thick pillars along this way, I am going to have to dig out so much more of the earth. It's not going to be funny. So much more of the earth is going to have to get dug out. But will it be worth it in the end is the question. Okay, so this hall looks really good this way, I think. Looks pretty good this way so far. The staircase is a little bit iffy, but I can definitely add in, like, quartz pillars along the side and eventually later. And then here. Okay, let's actually, because the problem is that I don't have that curvature that I had before, which I believe is a problem, and is not helping my difficulty in deciding. But if I add back in curvature with stairs, so it has a rounded look, like an actual proper tunnel coming off of the hall. Oh yeah, I think that makes it a lot better, actually. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think that just got a lot better. And then if I actually seal this off so that we have a background to look at, and not just stone, which is disrupting our ability to truly appreciate our build with this. Yeah, that looks a lot better than it did before, I think. That looks a lot better than that did before. Okay, let's try adding in a pillar here, just so we can see what happens when we put a break in all the deep slate. Maybe this one's a bit closed here, but it should be fine. Yeah, I could totally get by this. Especially once we don't... Let's actually just take out the lanterns for a second, so we can see what this will look like without lanterns hanging. Because in the end, we're not gonna... Yeah, I like that a lot better. If there's just light coming from the ground. Yeah, that's a water bucket. I do not know why I thought that was a lantern. I have no idea how I even thought that was a lantern. Okay, cool. And then that actually should solve the problem of our pillars out here. Although now we have to come up with the problem of the hallways here, because in order to have a villager trading space, we need to have a spot here for their stuff. This is, I know, very descriptive, their stuff. Their trading spot needs to, where? What? That was a solid wall 2 seconds ago. What just happened? The beauty of server lag. Okay, well, that's fine, I'm only slightly going crazy, it's alright. Okay, so there's our trading spot. And then here is their standing spot, which I'm going to put something... I'm gonna put a lantern here, because that's technically what is going to be there. Some sort of light source. Not a lantern, of course, that would be weird. And then we chop out these spots, because this is where the deep slate will all go. And then deep slate here as well, because why not? Awesome. And then we come over here, and... here we have deep slate that needs to stay. However, that deep slate can be shared. So that can be a double backing. This backing, because how did this go? I went one in and then I had a cubicle. So one in and then a cubicle. Yeah, that is the back. So we have the back here, add in the walls for the villager, and then the spot that they stand on, and then their trading spot, and then another wall. And then we dig out our tunnel a bit more, and this will be the actual tunnel that they are standing off of. So that is the distance we are going to need to have between each and every single one of these halls, and that is the absolute minimum. Of course, we can have more space. It's easy to add more space. It just requires a little bit of extra effort on our part, on our digging. Although, slightly less effort when it comes to calculations, because we don't need to be nearly as exact. Unless, of course, we want it to look perfect, which we do, so never... What is... Oh, goodness me. Oh, goodness me. Hopefully the admin logs on eventually, because we are having some pretty nasty lag, and I'm hoping they can fix this. Really hoping they can fix this. When is that going to despawn? Because I broke that? Okay, well, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Really hoping the admin logs on soon. What if I yell loud enough if the admin will just magically hear and just be summoned to me? Perhaps. Probably shouldn't try doing that. I feel like the admin might get a little bit ticked off. Don't know. I guess we'll see. Okay, another option with this is that we actually don't need to have as much space as we had up here. Up here, I had so much space between every single villager, but this space is like 3 times too much. Like, I can literally have villagers just separated by a single block. That is all I need. Because right here, we can dig another cubicle. In fact, this actually works a lot better, and it's a lot faster and more resource efficient. It's very, very environment friendly because it takes up even less space and I don't have to get as much resources because it shares a wall with its neighbor. See? Resource efficient. And then if I just do batches of 2, then I can have a quartz pillar between each of them. That's a nice distance, I think. I think I might go up to 3 between each quartz pillar and see how that works out. We'll see about that, though. That's tentative, definitely. Do I want to set these further back, though? I'll check out how this looks like if I set this further back into the wall. Because if I set it further back into the wall, then that's going to take up even more space when we calculate how far apart we need to have these offshooting halls. Realistically, I should have made the design for what I wanted these miniature halls to look like before I tried to build the second one. But it's fine. That second one isn't even close to being built. So we should still be good. Great, and then we add this here, and that here, and then that's what I would do with that block. Not sure. Oh, because I wouldn't be able to do this little thing I'm doing here anymore. I'll have to take that out and build this here, and then put this here, and then chop all this out as well as this line here. What is nice about this is that it's slightly more resource efficient, I believe, because we would have slabs here, we wouldn't have to use as many stairs as we were using, and it's slightly more reminiscent of what we did upstairs, so it connects the 2 training hall areas a little bit more. So there's lots and lots of perks to this one, and honestly, I think it actually looks a lot better. It looks a lot less chonky, is what I'm thinking, and I know that's not a very good adjective. It's not very descriptive at all, but that is the best adjective I can come up with to describe the other design, and it is just chonky. Very, very chonky, and this is at least slightly more arched. It's once again, not a very good adjective for Minecraft, but it looks just different. It's different. There we go. I've committed the ultimate English paper / social paper, just absolute heinous sin. I said, it's different. Gasp. Okay, let's add in lanterns here so we have an idea of the light we're going to be dealing with. And then add in the stone bricks. Ta-da! Perfect! Right, now we can compare the 2. Okay, if we take out the lantern, because that's not going to be there. Great. And this way. So we have this versus this. I don't think there's really much of a competition, and I think that once we have 3 spots in here, it'll look a whole lot better, especially since there's a lot more possibility of arches and circles, which just helps spice up Minecraft life, and we can work on that later, once we have a longer hall, so more space to work with. Right, so first things first is I'm going to at least add in 1 more spot here, because then we'll have an accurate idea of what 1 segment will look like. And voila. Okay, there we go. And we probably won't need too many segments, since there are a lot of variations of villager. I'm not gonna kid myself out on this one, but for this one, considering this is only an iron hall, I think I might only have 2 segments, because we actually can't produce iron that fast. So as much as we have a ton stocked up, we shouldn't have that many villagers, especially since we actually don't need that many villagers. And we should also probably build, we're getting extremely ahead of ourselves. We still don't have a zombie conversion hall, and oh boy, I'm just gonna seal that right back up again. I don't want to look at that. I do not want to have to think about that. We will worry about that later. That is problematic though, since I do not have a sponge. I do not have a singular sponge to my name. So dealing with that is going to be a bit difficult. Oh boy. I do not want to have to drain out that cave, and why is this... There we go, fixed. Fixed. Nice. Okay, and how far do we need to do this? We need to have this spot here. That I know for sure. And there we go. Perfect. 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 Going great. And then we can build in the quartz pillar here. And then we have our first segment done and dusted. And then after we have the second segment, we will have actually probably a final image of what this hall will look like. As long as we don't make any drastic change. Although, not sure I really like the fact that I can't properly see the... Although it'll once again, like I said, be different once we have pillars in there as well. Because then it just won't look like it drops off and... Oh my goodness gracious, that shocked me. And please tell me someone else saw that subtitle, Oh No's Thunder. You know what, I don't even think I'm gonna sleep. I think I'm gonna wait around to see if I can see that Oh No's Thunder subtitle again. My goodness gracious, the best part about this language pack that I've been playing with for so long now, I said I was going to do it for like a month, and I think I've actually started crossing into the 2-month point. Maybe even 3. It's been a long time since I started playing with this. But yeah, it's great. Best part is definitely this random subtitles. Okay, and there we are. And that is sadness. Well, lovely. Let's just plug that up then, shall we? And looks like we have no source blocks in here. That's glorious. Okay, and this is definitely going to be one of the most painful halls to dig out. Although, considering how big this water cave is, I dare say that we are going to run into more of these water caves as we work on this hall project, which is not going to be fun. I'm just going to say that incredibly assuredly right now. Water is not fun to deal with, even if you do have sponges, which we don't. So it's going to be double bad. Everything is always so much worse when you're not prepared in the slightest. I'm not even ill prepared. I'm not prepared. Although no, I've got a respiration hat. I've got a respiration hat. I am slightly prepared. I am slightly prepared. I am the preparedness level of when you discover that you're going on a road trip as you walk in the door from school. That is a good depiction of how prepared I am right about now. And I guess I have sand. I have sand. I could go use sand and gravel. Go all the way old-fashioned. All the way old-fashioned. Okay, and then if I put deep slate here and deep slate here, then I have my 3 cubicles, which means only a small amount more digging, and I have... I'm just gonna dig through the water at this point and then just build in the walls once I'm done. Because the quartz pillar is gonna go here, which means that the deep slate goes here. And oh no, what did I just break into? Please tell me that, okay, this was not important. That is incredibly happiness-inducing to me, that I did not just destroy my beautifully made, artistic, lush cave. I would have cried if I had flooded that by accident. Well, probably actually more like broken my PG-13-ish rule. The times have changed. I used to be able to so easily say PG-13, and now it's PG-13-ish. We have an ish now. Okay, ow! Jerk. Don't like the wall. The wall has offended me. Okay, and if we swim here again, this one is a little more tricky because I haven't established how far out I need to dig yet. But we can actually establish this here. Okay, so we have the 1 block here. Then if we fill this in, so we're standing on something sturdy. I thought I just heard something groan in the darkness, but I think we're fine. Can I place this here? I can place lanterns underwater, and that is insanely happiness-inducing. I take way too much pleasure in very small things. Okay, and then over here we have this. And that should be 1, 2, 3 spots. And then if we pop back out here, I'm just gonna actually complete this wall here, so I know what I'm looking at. How high do I need to go? I need to go with this wall. I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks up. Pop it over here. I think I have 3. Yeah, I have 3 and 2. Awesome. That's 5. Take that block back up. Awesome. And then once I take this up, I don't need to take this one 5. I don't need to get it to 4, and then a block, and then this, because the stairs are going to go here, which means that this needs to be deep slate, because it's almost a diagonal, which is cool to remember. And then over here, also need deep slate, and then this can be our ceiling, which our ceiling is warped planks, which is going to be funny, the fact that I have wood and then water. I feel like that is just a recipe for water damage, but we're just not going to talk about that. Okay, and we're just going to put a string of planks here, so that we have an idea of where it needs to be, what level it's at, because another thing we need to think about is the fact that we are going to need to place an extra block on top of every single spot where we have wood, so that we don't have ceiling drips for the rest of eternity. Slightly melodramatic, but it's fine, it's fine. We actually will have ceiling drips for the rest of eternity, I kid you not, if I do not deal with this now. Okay, and then we have 3 blocks, because that is all we need in the center. And now we just add on... First, we actually take out this gravel here. Got my shovel. There we go. Chop out all the gravel, and chop out the stone as well, so we can see into the area. It's a good thing I don't have anything that can be flooded out, and this is why I'm building the skeleton of this whole build before we start trying to do little things like our trading stations. Because otherwise, we would be here for a very, very long time. Just replacing and replacing and replacing and dealing with villagers floating into the abyss every 30 seconds. That would not be... Oh, that's the pillar. I don't need to worry about that. Which means I also don't need to worry about this block over here, and I don't have a lot of warped planks, so I am going to replace that. Thank you very much. And then over here, that's all covered up, so that's fine. I'm going to cover up this anyway, because I really don't want to have to deal with any drips. Drips are annoying. Great, that should be all dealt with then. Now I just need to get rid of all the water here and seal this area off. One of those needs to come before the other, and I'm thinking it's definitely deal with the water. 100%. 100%. Okay, and so this is going to be our trading spot. Let's just quickly highlight that on all of these. And boink. And boink. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, next step is we try to swim down here. Take out this block so it's not in the way. It's annoying me. Oh dear. No, I did that wrong. I did that wrong because this actually needs to be here. There we go. And we chop out all this because I went 1, 2 forward. Glad I caught that when I did. If I sealed off this entire thing from the water and then realized I had done it wrong, I might have actually thrown something. Okay, great. And then let's add in a block underneath this so we have a base to work on when we're adding in our glowing blocks, like right now, for example, when we add in our glowing block here, and then over here, we also need a glowing block here, there we go, and then we can add in our, not here, because I don't have a lot of deep slate, especially not right now. I can always go get more, but I'm lazy, so I'm going to try to preserve this as long as humanly possible. Or Minecraft-like possible, I guess. Not really sure, I'm a human. Okay, there we go. We now have 2 spots, and the next spot will need to go there, so I'm going to place that there. And running out of deep slate, so let's go get ourselves some more deep slate, and then we'll come back down here. And then we actually should be good, because I still got lots and lots of blocks of every other type. So I should be able to finish up that haul with just the blocks that I'll have once I grab this deep slate. Deep slate is very, very important. Let's see, let's actually get 2 stacks of it. Oh boy, I only have 1 more stack of it. Please? Ah, never mind, I have 2 stacks of it. Let's go. Let's go. And then over at the admin's house, there's even more once we go steal from them again. Keep in mind, I said once we do. And that is for a very, very specific reason. Okay. And let's dump a bunch of our stone back in. Let's give it a stack of it, because it's nice. And leave all this, because I don't need it. There we go. Alright, ready to go. I probably should have kept that gravel. That gravel could be helpful later on. 100% it could, but I already dropped it off there, and I don't want to go back, even though we're only like a couple steps away. But now we're a lot of steps away, so we're not going back for it. Okay, let's pop back up here and around here. Perfect! And now we build up our little miniature cubicles. And then the ceilings of them. Okay, for the ceilings, we're going to grab ourselves stone here, so we have something to build off of. Then we add in the ceiling. This gravel has to go, so we can build the ceiling of this one. There we go. And sealing. Nice. Nice. Nice and sealed. Oh dear. Sadness. There we go. And now we build up the wall aspect of it. Awesome. And then over here, this is the most painful. This is the most painful part of this is the fact that I have to swim around in water. And the fact that I'm currently trying to drown myself. This is not working out great. This is not, I have a respiration hat. I should be able to basically live down here. I should be able to live down here. I take great offense to the fact that I'm still losing air so quickly. Okay, and then this is stone. Awesome, that should almost seal everything off. Just need a couple more blocks here. And there's gonna be stairs covering up these blocks here. So I'm gonna chop them out because I am poor when it comes to the warped planks. So we're just gonna steal and conserve. We are being resource efficient currently. We're not poor, we're resource efficient. Definitely. This is definitely a choice I make to preserve the environment. 100%. Ow. Okay, back in we go. And okay, we got a little bit more here. And then we should be good to go, I think. Why is that so... Oh, no, because there needs to be an extra layer because we moved out. Forgot about that. Forgot about that. We're technically... Did we move out or did we move in? Depends which way you're looking, I guess. Everything is relative. Okay, and then we dig out all this gravel so it's not in our way. And then we float back into here so we can have a ceiling again. Ceilings are important. Just slightly important. Okay, now that we have that dealt with, I actually want to get rid of most of this water before we proceed, because then we'll have a better idea of what else we still need to seal. Never mind, we still have more stuff to seal, and we're already getting a better idea of that. And then we can work more on the whole dripping problem after we have a first sealing. Stuff is still falling out of the sky. This is not amazing. This is not very pleasant. Okay, we don't just fix the dripping problem preemptively here. We just quickly place a block over every single piece of wood. Doesn't have to be on the side of the wood, of course, because water damage just can't happen from the side, of course. Heaven forbid it happen from the side. But everywhere else, yeah, no. Everywhere else, just gotta have wood on the top. Don't have it on the sides, just the top. Just the top. And now I actually have a lot of gravel, so this is great. So now I don't need to go back to get my gravel when I try to drain this place of water. Okay, let's see. Let's just chop out... No, I'm gonna chop out the stone I'm gonna chop out the stone first, so that I have a nice, easy navigation space. And then I'll start draining it out. Perfect. We're almost done, just a little bit along here. And then we can be good to start draining this place out. If only we had sponges. Oh, and see, this is why we chopped out the stone first. Because now we know that our ceiling should be almost complete. Never mind! Our ceiling is not almost complete. Why is there gravel raining from the ceiling every 30 seconds? This is not very helpful. This is not very helpful in the slightest. I also should not be sitting right underneath this when I actively know that there is gravel tumbling down from the ceiling every 30 seconds. Okay. There we go. That is slightly fixed. Those are going to be stairs. Those are going to be stairs. Over here, I'm going to chop out these 3 blocks, and then we'll be good with the roof. This is so weird, having to do the roof first. Usually I do the floor first, and the roof is one of the last things done. But no, this time the roof had to come first. Bizarre. Okay, now it's time to start draining this place out. If we just place a nice gravel separation place here, and then we can try to deal with it more from there. And here we go, just separating this off. Okay, and that is actually all fine, so we have nothing to worry about over here. So let's go through here, break through here, and let's separate off this chunk next. This chunk is gonna go next. If I take out this lantern, so it's actually I'm just gonna do this 2 chunks. I'm gonna go speedy. We're gonna go speedy. We're gonna go 2 chunks at a time now, just to check where the water is coming from, and then we'll be a little more aggressive with our draining methods, where we actually have a water problem. Because over here we didn't. It was just a problem of all the source blocks teaming up and just flushing water over there. Okay, and whoop, we just lost gravel. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so now we know there is definitely a problem here with water. So I'm gonna go grab ourselves. Yeah, I didn't want to have to go and get more stuff, but we can go grab ourselves our gravel that we have up here. And if we don't have enough of it, then as much as I'm loath to say it, we might have to go back to our house, take a quick trip to get ourselves plenty of sand. Yeah, there's not a lot of gravel. Okay, so we have gravel, and I'll go get ourselves some sand, because I have a ton of sand back at my house. And having sand and gravel is a good plan, because then we're gonna have gravel as a separator, and then sand as an active drainer, because being organized is glorious. There is a dead thing underneath my tree. I'm just gonna leave that be. Okay, why are there chickens? I'm scared. Why are there chickens in breakfasts? Why are there chickens in breakfast's home? Why are there chickens all over here? Oh. That would be why. My chickens escaped. Where are all my chickens? Why are all my... I know that I named so many of my chickens. Okay, here's Hillary. That one's not named. What, did I have so many unnamed chickens? I thought I named most of them. I thought I named most of my chickens. That is bizarre. That's bizarre. That's absolutely bizarre. When did I get that many chickens? For a second there, I thought that the admin re-engaged the chicken war. But no, it seems we're fine. Just apparently I have a lot more chickens than I thought I did. Great. Okay. Okay. Just gonna be slightly concerned about that. Oh, I forgot to buy those sea pickles and that coral from that wandering trader last stream. I wonder if he still exists. I wonder if he still exists out there. Let's go check. Does the wandering trader still exist? Oh, alas, it looks like he does not. I guess we lost our chance. Oh well. Yeah, there's even more chickens out here. Why are there so many chickens all of a sudden? Where'd they come from? I'm just trying to make sure that I don't have very many chickens, because it gets out of hand once you have a lot of them. Okay, well, it's fine. 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 Right? Right? Okay, well, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. I completely forgot to re-engage the war. About the trees. Wait, what about the trees? How come I didn't notice the trees? I forgot that we were planning on engaging in war today. That sounds like an absolutely ridiculous thing to say, but there's no, because tomorrow I actually have an early stream that's at a more reasonable time for more people, so I'll probably do that. I'll probably re-engage the war tomorrow. But the trees are gone. What happened to the trees? Why are they gone? Where did they go? What happened? Did the admin take them away? Why would the admin take away the trees? Why would the admin take away the trees? I mean, I don't actually have any grounds for war anymore. If they took away the trees, then how on earth am I supposed to rage a completely? I mean, of course I could still rage war, but what? Why would they take them away? This is confusing me to like the highest level right now. I don't think I've ever been this confused in my life ever. Like absolutely ever. Okay, I'm just gonna knock this out. There we go. There we go. That actually worked out great. I love sand. Okay, and now we chop all of this out, as well as all the gravel, and then we scoot even more over back here. In fact, sand actually works really, really well for this, because I think that as it falls, it eliminates the source block, so if we actually just do this over here as well. Can I just do this here and eliminate the source blocks as it goes? Is there any chance I can just do that? What if I just fill in this? I actually have enough blocks, so I could probably fill in this entire area with falling blocks. I'm going to do that. I'm gonna fill this entire area with falling blocks, because these blocks are insanely easy to dig away with my shovel, and they fill in nicely, considering they just fall until there is no more space to be filled. This is great. This is so easy. This is so easy. I'm very glad that I went and got more sand, because this just made this insanely easy. In fact, I think I actually might be almost done. Yeah, I think I might have almost eliminated all of the source blocks. There we go. And then I just need to deal with the small pockets that the villagers are going to be standing in, which I think are also still filled with water. But it's going to be a lot more manageable now that I can walk around, not flooded. And, oh, there's a lantern there. That's why it's struggling. That is why it is struggling. I give up. Give up. We're just gonna use warped planks in here to fill this in, and then I'm gonna knock them out. There we go. And now I can knock this down. I can use these warped planks back over here. And just sneak around. It is so hard to move through water. I literally have depth spread. I don't have depth strider 3. I thought I had depth strider 3. Huh. Wonder where that went. Did I put no, fish mode is respiration. I thought I put depth strider 3 on my hat for a sec, and I was just about to have like a full-on screaming episode. But no, I'm pretty sure the fish mode is respiration. Then I think that depth strider, yeah, depth strider is like go fast in water or something, or some other weird language thing. I have a waterlogged lantern. Nice. Okay. Dealt with. Next then, the lantern, and was that dripping? I could have sworn that dripped. Oh no, I have a dripping ceiling! Ugh! I tried so hard to avoid the dripping ceiling, but alas, I knew I could not avoid it forever. I knew that I would eventually have to deal with at least some form of dripping ceiling. Somewhere. At some point. There we go. Dripping ceiling is not fixed! I used the wrong block in the wrong spot. Lovely. Lovely. This is still the wrong block. What is happening? What is happening? Okay, there we go. Slightly better. There we go. Fixed. Fixed. Now we grab this, and awesome! That is all drained out. Now we can focus on just replacing all of the stone in here, and then doing last little telegraphs, like for example here with the ceiling. And then we should be all good to add in the rest of the quartz blocks, and then we will have a really good idea, actually, of what this whole place is going to look like. We got a lantern there, lantern there. Let's add in some lanterns back here, so that we have lots and lots and lots of light, so no monsters spawn, because monsters spawning is never a good thing. And, okay, awesome. We're actually almost done. Almost done. And over here as well. Perfect. Perfect. I am loving that. I'm loving this. This is great. This is great. I keep falling in love with this trading hall over and over and over and over and over again, and it's just absolutely amazing. I absolutely love the color palette that we've chosen. I don't think I've actually ever worked with a color palette like this before, because really dark and like especially the blue color palettes are usually really expensive to do. Unless no, because I could technically use wool, like the cyan wools, but the cyans just, they're different. Like the terracotta is also really expensive unless you have a mesa, which I do not have. So it really just falls into the woods and the wools. But wool has a very, very specific texture, and unless that works for the build you're in, if it works for your build, of course, kudos to you. If it doesn't, though, then you've just got a problem on your hands. Okay, I got stone. There we go. Perfect. Fixed. And then here, I can actually take out these 3 blocks because I'm poor. I need them all. Thank you. And now we can fill this back in with stone. Perfect. Perfect. And then this one also as well. And then we can decide later if we want an inner arch as well, or if we just don't. Hey, welcome to the chat, welcome to the chat, welcome to the chat! I was actually about to go just yelling for you because the server was lagging, but then you were here, so it doesn't make a difference anyway. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I actually dug out the wrong spot here when I was deciding where I needed the pillar to be. The pillar actually needs to be here, so I need to have wood here. Thank you very much, but there needs to be wood here. There we go. Feeling great. Okay, and then this can just get dug out. I've been underwater for so long that just having shadows around here makes me feel like I'm underwater. Is this a bad thing? Probably. I thought, oh no, that's a stair, so it's fine. I'm gonna have a stair there, so it'll be okay. Okay, let's add in a rock here, and then pick this up, turn it into rock, then take this out, and turn it into this, and then take out this whole strip here, and voila. Perfect. Awesome. And then we also can just take off this whole layer here. Just this entire layer must get abandoned. Okay, I think we're actually gonna have to go and do a little bit more of our mushroom tree farming, because this is not gonna be enough. This is just not gonna be enough anything. Uh-oh. I think we almost ran out of, well, sorry, let me rephrase that. We did run out of stone bricks, but now we have lots, so we're fine. We'll be fine. I love having silk touch. It makes it so much easier because I just gotta skip the smelting step. Just don't have to do that. Okay, let's add in the stairs so we don't have to keep looking at the stone and keep getting mixed up by it. No! What have you done? You have betrayed me. You have betrayed me. Everything. I'm just going to say that everything has betrayed me. Absolutely everything has betrayed me. There we go. Perfect. Fixed. All fine. All fine. Okay. And then this needs to be turned into... Whoop, there is water there. There is water there. That is just wetness. That is wet. Okay, and fix this up. There we are. And then over here, it's dripping. It's dripping. I don't like the dripping. I do not like the dripping. It bothers me so much, the dripping. Okay, and then we add deep slate here, and perfect! Perfect. Then we build the pillar down from here, and add in stairs. And yeah, I think I'll do the arch in the center. I'll figure that out once I'm done with this part though, because then we'll be able to actually take a good look at the entire big picture and it'll be glorious. But yeah, so far I'm really liking what I am seeing. It should look absolutely amazing. You know what, heck no, we're gonna be positive. I am positive this is gonna look great when we're done. Okay, and we are going to have to now rearrange the hall we have over here, as this is going to just go straight into it, as proven. But it's fine. It's fine. Nothing over here was nailed down at all, which is actually why we came back over here to double check that we were okay with this design before we moved on. And, okay, great. This spot needs to be, there we go. And then the lantern goes here. And I do not have enough hotbar slots. This is a struggle. This is a struggle. There we go. That was the exact same spot I put it in, I think. Yeah, because it goes back, this is there, and then, no, because they do stand on light blocks. They stand on light blocks, so we're fine. We're fine. Whoop, this needs to be deep slate. Almost forgot about that spot. We're fine, though. There we go. And then in here, lantern. And then chop out all this. There we go, there we go, there we go. And last spot, going great. And ta-da! Perfect! That should be, yeah, there we go, exact mirror. Perfect. And then we chop out all this giant section here. And then we actually should be good to just start nope, because we still need this little spot up here. But after that, we should be good to just mess around with the different arches of quartz and see what we think is the best. Because there can only be one winner. There can only be one winning, one best. Okay, why did it choose my water bucket to replace? I was on my pickaxe when I middle clicked that. So why did it get rid of my water bucket? I do not understand why it decided that my water bucket just did not deserve to be existing. Okay, let's chop through here and see what happens. I don't really like this. It seems very, very chunky this way. It seems incredibly chunky this way. If I take this out, does it look slightly more rounded? I think it does. I think I like it a lot more this way. It seems more open this way. And I can also add in these because I have this extra spot here, which is why I added that extra spot there. And then we can actually just add in some sort of decorative block up there. I'm thinking a different color, like for example, glazed terracotta, or even some sort of light source block, although that might be pushing it a bit. Might just do honeycomb actually. Honeycomb would have a really interesting effect against the blue here. But yeah, I think I like this pattern here. I might end up adding in slabs along here and here or something like that, try to transition, maybe lengthen out the pillars a bit, but currently I am really liking this here, and I think I'm gonna keep it like this. This looks great. I love this. Okay, but for now, let's go check out what terracottas our masons have, because I can just glaze those up really quickly if need be. Because we got green mosaic, or we can do yellow glazed terracotta, or we have blue that we can, actually, I want to see how blue looks, because blue would go really well with our color palette, but I'm thinking that I actually might want something that pops a lot more than something that just blends in. We shall see though, because this is actually really cheap, so I'll just buy up a couple blocks of it, and we'll see how it looks. It's that easy, and then if I don't like it, we'll just eliminate it. I need that, thank you. Okay, and let's go back and fly down our stairs. There we go. And then just chop this out. No, I think it's just a little bit too dark. It just stands out a little bit too much. Don't know, I think I might keep it for now. I'll keep it for now. And then eventually, if I do decide to keep it, I'll probably point it in some direction, like probably up, honestly. Okay, awesome. But for now, we'll leave it like that. And hey, I didn't actually finish. I did not finish. I thought I finished. I thought I had finished. I guess not. No, that just destroyed all of my dreams. That just destroyed all of my dreams of being done. Nice. Okay, feeling great. Feeling great. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Okay, next step is I need to get myself a Fletcher that sells weakness potions. Weakness arrow potions, at least. Because brewing weakness potions, I'm actually not sure how expensive brewing weakness potions is. I've never made them, so it's like a little bit just like how do you make them? Should I check how I make them? I'm not sure how to make them, so 1 second, just let me reference something, okay? Because if I can make them super cheap, then I probably won't go through the whole Fletcher thing until after I have a zombie conversion thing, because otherwise it'll just be super expensive. But okay, weakness. Weakness is a fermented spiderweb plus strength or regeneration, so that actually is pretty expensive. So I think I'm gonna get the Fletcher first. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get the Fletcher first, and then do that. So okay, so this is going to be our iron area, but I want to wait until I have a magical villager zombie conversion first. Okay, let's see. Okay. How do I want to do this? Because getting the weakness arrow is so important. Because otherwise it's just gonna be so expensive. Although, getting that specific type can literally take hundreds of tries. Because a villager doesn't even always give an elemental potion when you get them all leveled up. Oh, this is the most absolute horrific thing ever. Oh my goodness gracious, this is painful. This is painful. This is absolutely painful. What do I do first? What do I even do first? Okay, because strength is just blaze powder, actually, so although I don't have a lot of mushrooms, and I don't have a mushroom farm, so there's no way for me to duplicate them currently. So yeah, I think I'm just going to go through a couple of Fletchers first. Yeah, let's just try a couple of Fletchers, and then if I don't, I'll try 5 Fletchers. I will try exactly 5 Fletchers, and if I do not get the type of Fletcher that I want, then I will just do the rest off camera. Because nobody wants to watch like 3 straight hours of just flipping through Fletchers. I do not have flint down here. I do have gravel though. I can do this. I do not have a shovel that does not have silk touch. Let's quickly make one. And then I have a lot of wood, so I should be able to get them leveled up decently enough with a stick trade. I think I should be fine on that end. We'll see. Because I'm pretty sure that the elemental arrows only unlock at master level. And then it's not even always guaranteed. As per proven by the fact that I have 2 Fletchers and neither of them have an elemental arrow trade. Although I'll double check that, because that seems really, really bizarre that neither of them would have that. Well, we got 1 flint, that's nice. I need a lot more than 1 flint, but at least I got 1. Let's check that actually. Yeah, they don't sell any elementals, so it definitely is probably a I'm like 90% sure that it is a master trade, and that I was just really unlucky. Okay, let's just go outside and build a giant pillar up into the sky of gravel, and then we'll dig it back down, because that is the best way to get flint. Hopefully, I think. I mean, I think it's the quickest way, unless if I had a fortune shovel, this would be a lot easier, but I do not. I do not. So we're just gonna go the old-fashioned way. Just slowly but steadily with an iron shovel, and hope that it does not break. Okay, and up we get. I want to do 5 Fletchers. I feel like that should be fast enough that I should at least get 1 elemental arrow at least. Otherwise, I'm extraordinarily unlucky. But I'm hoping that we'll maybe just get super duper lucky and get a weakness arrow right off the get-go. But that, yeah, there are a lot of different potion effects, and I'm pretty sure there's an exact equal chance for every single type. And there's the possibility that I actually don't get an arrow at all. So my guess is that there are going to be a lot of burned villagers in these attempts. We shall see. We shall see what happens, I guess. Okay, and let's just chop down again. This is painstaking. There we go. We got 4 now. Because we need to have 10, I believe, in order to get 5 fletching tables. I'm pretty sure I might have flint at home. Might actually just go and get flint from my house. Because this is painstaking. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go get flint from my house, or at least find myself a fortune shovel, because this is painstaking. This is just painful. Okay, let's leave. Let's leave. And almost home, almost home. I still don't know what's up with this giant crater that just appeared in my yard. Like, this is not a creeper crater. Either that was... No, I don't think it would be a supercharged creeper, because otherwise it also would have destroyed, like, my house. Supercharged creepers are, like, crazy OP, aren't they? I think so. I've actually never encountered a supercharged creeper, I don't think. I don't think I've ever encountered one. Which makes sense, they're incredibly rare. That was a surprise you failed at. Should I be highly offended that the admin tried to blow up my house? Probably. It was a block of TNT attached to a grass block. I'm assuming that it was also attached to an observer, otherwise a grass block would make absolutely no difference. And did we find that grass block? Like, I know that we find a lot of grass blocks everywhere, so if I did find it, I'm sure I would have just assumed it was an Enderman. I came looking here for jungle wood because I know that I had a lot of it from chopping down trees, and I dumped it here somewhere, and I want it for the stick trade. Because I am going to need to do the stick trade so many times in the next little bit. Okay, no, I just cannot find the jungle wood. So I'm gonna go down to my basement, and I'm gonna grab myself more wood, and I noticed a few streams ago. Yeah, I probably did notice it. Very, 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 very observant, am I? Oh, there is a baby. Why do I always bring children into the world without meaning to? Do not clip that. That is something that should not be taken out of context. That is definitely something that should not be taken out of context. Okay, moving on. Okay, let's see. We have this. I came down here for wood. Okay, now we can leave again. Now that we have extra logs. I already have a whole bunch at my trading hall, but we're gonna need to do the stick trade a lot. We're gonna need to do the stick trade a ridiculous amount of times in order to get all 5 Fletchers leveled up. In fact, most likely we're going to have to also do some emerald trading to get more arrows, more bows, etc. Stuff that we don't really need, but we'll get these nice and leveled up, and that was amazing! I managed to completely guesstimate that. I was not counting how many times I clicked trying to get the right amount of wood, and that worked out absolutely perfectly. I am so proud of myself. I am just so proud of myself. Okay, so I want to get my Fletcher's. I'm actually gonna turn this hall into the fletching hall, and then no, because I'm just gonna turn this into temporary fletching hall because I'm probably I'll probably no because I'm still gonna have to zombify. I'm still gonna have to zombify a bunch of the villagers, so I'm really only going to be keeping villagers that have the right trade. But I do want 5 spots so I can simultaneously level them up. So I do need a light source block. Ah, we got glowstone here. That's great. That's great. We can also buy glowstone now. So it's going to be so much easier to get the light source blocks than it used to be, which is amazing. Villagers just make everything so much easier once you have once you have a giant villager trading hall. It's just like instant easy game. It's great. Okay. And let's build this in here. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna do 6. I'm gonna do 6. I am going to do 6 because that just evens that out, and that's perfect. That just evens that out, and that makes me incredibly happy if I can have the first section complete. That is just perfect. It's just so perfect. I couldn't pass up the opportunity. I'm also gonna need these rails though, so I can push them down the stairs. I don't want to push them down straight stairs, so we're going to use rails there. And I'm gonna grab that gravel so I can get myself 2 more flint. Well, I guess I did not think I was gonna need the shovel that fast again, but I guess here we go. Here we go again. 2 more flint. 2 more flint, and then we're done. Then we're done. Wait a moment. I just realized that I've been incredibly stupid. I have been incredibly stupid. There was a much faster way that I could have gotten the flint and gotten rid of all the gravel. If it just gives me 1 second to pop up here, why have I been working so hard when I could just be working smart? If I just grab this torch. Please a flint, please a flint, please a flint, please a flint. Why am I not getting any flint from this? That was incredibly sad. That won't drop flint? Well, there goes my whole, I have been working so hard. Never mind. I was just being dumb. Shh, no, admin, shh, no, it's fine. I didn't fail. I meant to do that. 100%. Definitely meant to do that. Did I get I know I got 1 flint. I only have 1 flint though, so we gotta get more. We gotta get more flint. Attempt number 2. Hey, I got a flint! There we go! Now we have 2 flint, and now I have enough for another fletching table. And now I have 6 fletching tables, which is one more fletcher than I thought I was going to do at first, but now I can have a completely complete section, and that just makes me happy, even though I'm going to have to murder every single villager that isn't a weakness potion villager. Oh, that's depressing to think about. Yeah, this would be a lot cheaper to do if I converted them first. However, also need to think about the fact that by converting them, I would have to wait. If I had them converted first, then I could keep the villagers that I like the potions to, and then I would still have to make a lot of potions, but I just have the mushroom problem then. Okay, so change of plan. We're gonna go make a mushroom farm! And for that, I need mycelium. And for that, I need to fly. I need to make a voyage. Then. Okay, I need something I'm gonna rename an iron ingot. Okay. Okay, welp. We're going off on a voyage then, I guess. Actually, I'm gonna get a book. I'm gonna get a book and quill because book and quills just come in helpful throughout life. So I'm gonna grab one and I'm gonna start a coordinate book because usually I have one of these, but I haven't made one yet this server because I haven't really needed a lot of coordinates. Admittedly, there are actually quite a few that would be helpful to have now. For example, the shulker box farm area that I found that would be perfect for the admin to eventually build that shulker box farm they've been talking about. But then also, I have a mushroom island that has mycelium. It doesn't have anything else. It had like a single tall mushroom, I think. But the mycelium is what I'm after. So I'm gonna go get that, and then I can make myself a mushroom farm. Deep down in the dark of my basement. Great. Okay, let's see. We have feather. We have a book. We just need an ink sac now. If we just grab one of this quickly. Nice. A nice squirty nasty stuff. Great. Nerd. It's not every day that you get insulted by a Minecraft item, but alright then. Alright then. Feeling great. Feeling great. Okay, I'm gonna leave this up in front. I'm gonna go grab myself an extra couple rockets because I remember that it was an insanely long trip to the Mushroom Island. I ended up having to walk part of it because I did not bring enough rockets. Joe, I remember I made rockets and I had extra rockets left over from my crap. There we go. There they are. Found them. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I have 2 stacks at least. And bring the whole map or a compass. Yeah, I have a compass. We're fine. Okay, we got 1550. 1550. Page 1 of a bunch. 1. I have never seen a book relate so much to my reading experience. Page 1 of a bunch. 4865. Okay, 4865. 4865. 1 just is a bunch. Okay, 150, 4865. 1550, 4865. Okay, great. That should be done. That is done. That's great. We now have it. It's perfect. And now I guess we just fly. Hey, first things first, we sleep because starting a journey in the middle of the night is a bad plan. And then we triple check that we have a Silk Touch shovel that still has lots of durability left. Well, that's not a lot, but it's fine. It'll be fine. That actually probably has enough durability to completely murder that island. The island is incredibly small. Okay, we're good. We're good. Now we can go get the mycelium. And then we just need to be extremely careful about the fact that if we bring mycelium here, if it spreads anywhere, I will cry because everywhere will just become mycelium. Okay, let's see. Is that going the right way? Yes. We need to go up on both of them. There we go. This is the direction to go to get both of them going up. Nope, one of them is going down. We need to go this way. There we go. This way. Aha! Oh boy. This is gonna be a long journey. Might as well buckle up. So, life. I mean tacos. Like tacos. Tacos are great, you know? I mean, they're messy, of course. I mean, like, have you ever tried to eat a taco when it just, like, spills absolutely everywhere? I mean, like, how on earth are you even supposed to, like, properly... Oh, a turtle. How on earth are you even supposed to properly eat, like, a hard shell taco? Like, they just spill absolutely everywhere. I might just be bad at eating, but they just spill everywhere. Maybe I probably should have brought, like, a shulker box, or even maybe some iron buckets in case I found more tropical fish, but I've already started on my journey, so I don't want to go back, because then I will lose all of this progress. I mean, I've already used like 6 rockets, guys. I'm basically halfway there. I'm basically halfway there. Basically. Oh dear. Is the server gonna be able to handle this? Is the server gonna be able to handle this? I mean, it handled it when I first came out here. This stuff has already been loaded once before. I feel like it should be fine. Well, I actually think this ocean is, because I used the... I went straight to coordinates the admin gave us, so I don't think I loaded this part of the ocean. Although it's an ocean. How hard is it to render an ocean? It's literally only got, like, half the normal stuff to render. You don't get any trees, you don't got anything. Never mind, we do got trees. We do got trees. I spoke too soon. You know, I'm just gonna walk on this island for a little bit to try to give the server a couple moments to catch up on my flying. Admin! Man, I mean, one, you swore on my beautifully almost PG-13. Okay, well, admin's gone now, so hopefully we should be able to render stuff better. Hopefully. I say, having to turn around in case a hill spawns in front of us. Because that is, like, the ultimate fear. I do not mind flying over not rendered area. My problem is that a mountain might render. I mean, I've flown over the void before, and it's not really bugged me, so, okay, I went past the first one, so I need to go slightly more this way, but then more this way. A lot more this way. Like, a lot more this way, not even funny amount this way. Okay, I need to double back a bit so we have a little more time to render. Oh boy, we're now getting to the point where we're getting rockets where I didn't click and no rockets where I did click. Oh boy, I'm trying to murder the server, guys. I should rename the stream. We're just trying to murder the computer that runs the server now today. Ooh, a village. I forgot about that village. I remember that village. I came across that village. It was nice. It was nice. I like the village. People there were nice. Okay, we're now approximately... we're good. We still got like 300 or so blocks to go this way. And then about 1,000 blocks to still go this way. Nice. Okay, we're on top of a meadow now, so I shouldn't have to worry about crashing into a mountain. Because meadows are decently high. Me flashing back to the meadow where we started the server, where it was literally a meadow surrounded by extremely high mountains. Never mind, I've realized that my assertion is incredibly stupid. Meadow actually means be concerned because there might be a mountain nearby. Oh, there's a jungle here. I remember this. This is, I think, where I got some bamboo and such. Stuff that I did have before, but not a lot of. We do have melons. Don't need to worry about that. I always like jungles. They have a very pretty green. The jungle edge, though, I find better because you don't have to clear out the entire thing. Oh, this is a desert here. This is just a beach. This is the beach. And there's another village. There's a lot of villages. There's a lot of villages along this journey. Although I feel like I've taken a decently long journey. If I took this journey, like, literally anywhere, I would have ended up with that many villages anyway. Okay, we've only got, like, 600 more blocks to go, so we're actually getting, like, really close. We should be there momentarily. In fact, I don't even think I need to have my coordinates open anymore. Yeah, I'm in a close enough range now that I should be able to see it any moment. There it is! This was an incredibly long journey to get this to get to this incredibly sad island. Like, this is incredibly sad. It makes me sad just looking at it. There we go. There we go. We now have mycelium. What's mycelium called? Mycelium. Mycelium. Okay, so now that we have mycelium, let's grab a little bit more. Because mycelium spreads really fast, so we don't need to be too worried about anything. It should spread really fast once we place this out of a nice area with lots of grass. Or dirt, technically. Both work, I think. Okay, now we go back home! Lovely. I think this is it. I should have brought dirt to build it up. Am I running the C2ME model on my machine? Yeah, I am. I realized I did not check the chat for too long. Oops. I should expand the island. Why? There's no point in it. I'm never going back to it. There's really no point. There are going to be no more resources that appear there. The only reason I would ever go back there is for the fish. That is the only reason I go back there, and if I'm going for fish, I'll actually probably keep going to try- we already have acacia trees. I would actually probably keep going in order to try to find an actual warm ocean so I can also get coral. More mycelium? The mycelium I can just make a farm at my own house. This is a lengthy journey, admin. I would not be making this just for mycelium. Hey, welcome to the group, Tiger Lily. Welcome. We're not that crazy. We're not that crazy. Okay, whoa. Okay, fine. You know what? I have seen some weirder Minecraft rendering. We're just gonna ignore the fact that just an entire chunk of the world didn't load and we just went right over it. Ouch! Oh my goodness gracious, that is why we were lagging so bad. Someone was trying to join. I mean, what the heck, admin? I have not clicked a rocket in like a whole minute, and I am still flying. I am extraordinarily concerned. I am extraordinarily concerned. I think that we may have died. I think that we may have died extremely far away. I'm expecting a crash report in about 30 seconds. Hey! Everything got fixed, and I expected to die there. Nope, we just lost half a heart. See, this is why we got completely turned around. This is why you always fly fully armored. That was a very, very interesting experience. That was a very, very interesting experience. Okay, so, I think that we have now learned our lesson. Well, admin has learned their lesson. Do not log on while someone is doing long-distance elytra flight over areas that have not been rendered. Because the areas that I'm flying over now probably have not been rendered since I'm following a compass now. So I'm tracking a different path than I did before since my compass does not point to where I took off from. My compass points back to the original Meadow, which we no longer live at. Okay. Interesting. Looks like C2ME was the culprit. See, this is why I have the I don't like those things, it's horrible. Go die in holes, Guardian. Go die in singular holes, each of you. Yeah, see, this is why I have the admin, because I understand about 3 words of that giant paragraph. Interesting and forcing. No, never mind. In that context, I do not understand forcing. I understand interesting, looks, and chunk. Those are- A swamp! A swamp! Oh my goodness gracious, I have been searching for a swamp for literally the entirety of the server! Oh my goodness gracious! Oh my goodness gracious! This is absolutely insane. This is why we have a book. This is why we have a book, so that we can record this. Oh my goodness gracious, I have been searching for a swamp for forever, for months, for actually almost a year. Oh, that's sad. Have I spent it? Hey, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. We finally found a swamp when we weren't even looking for one. I would just like to reflect back to many streams ago when I had a swamp exploring stream completely dedicated to finding a swamp, did not find one, and said that as soon as we're not looking for one, we're going to find one, because what do you know? What do you know? As soon as we are not looking for one, once we're even not even looking at the screen, I was reading the chat, we find a swamp. That's absolutely, that is the most beautiful transition I've ever seen. But yeah, that is absolutely amazing. That is absolutely amazing. I am incredibly happy. I now finally have blue orchids. Finally. I have been searching for these ever since like the first day. Now I need to find a glass farm? Why? Would I be involved in a fresh SMP, I guess? Yeah, sure. I would totally be down. I would totally be down to go into a new SMP. I'm cool. I'm cool going on a new SMP. Sometimes it gets lonely playing with only the admin. Oh, Glass Flamingos Desert, yeah. You can send me an application video. Sure, I'll check that out later if you want to fire that into Discord. Oh, a Stone Beach. I don't think I found many of those, I realized, just on this very journey. Just on this very journey, I found many stone beaches. Okay, and see, this is why I brought so many. Ooh, I don't think I found one of these yet. I think Ammon actually found this place. I'm pretty sure they found this spruce village. I know that they mentioned it before. I've never seen it myself though, so that's cool. That's cool to see that. Okay, and this should be our original meadow up here, I believe. We should be approaching it right about now. In fact, this should be it. Yeah, here we are. The original meadow. We have arrived. Let's go. I've already raided this way though, so let's just keep going. Off to our house now. What if I should stop just to sleep in my own bed, in my old bed, just for old time's sake? But nah. I just want to get home now so I can place down my mycelium, and I did not consider the fact that I could accidentally break my elytra while I was out here. Made sure to grab extra rockets, but I did not think about my elytra. That was probably a bad idea, but we're fine. We're fine. In the end, I did not die, so there is absolutely zero lesson to be learned. Okay, and down we go. And here we are. Perfect! Back. Hey, now admin can finally join. Welcome back, admin. Welcome back. Okay, let's head down. Let's head down into our basement area, and I think that I'm not sure if mycelium grows in darkness or light, but I do know that I'm also going to be planting mushrooms down there, so I am going to get myself a whole bunch of trapdoors to make it so that it is a non-spawnable space. Okay, I have a VOD that would be perfect. Perfect for what? Perfect for what? Perfect for what, admin? I didn't check the chat in a while, so I'm not sure when that got put, but okay. Great. Application? Okay, well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The last SMP I was in that was not owned by me kind of turned into a disaster. It kind of turned into I'm not even gonna say kinda at this point. It was just a disaster. Oh my goodness gracious, it was a disaster. It's in the Discord? Okay, sweet. I will check that out after stream then. Great, let's see. And let's put the comments away. Great, I need to get myself lots and lots and lots of trapdoors. Do I have any extra lying around? Ooh, this is actually a much better time to get rid of my slabs. But at least slabs aren't as great because I'd be shifting. But actually, I think this is difficult! If I do slabs, then I won't have to crouch around. If I do trapdoors, it'll be more expensive. The VOD you linked is why I hate neighbors. That was a painful day. That was just a painful day. Like 100, that was miserable. That was a miserable day, but also one of the funniest VODs I have ever watched back again. It's so funny that other humans' pain, including the past of yourself, is funny. As long as it no longer affects you right now, it is incredibly easy to laugh at other people's pain. Okay, let's pop down here. And I forgot to bring a door. I need a door so no light can get in. Okay, let's go grab ourselves a door. And then we can build a prop area down here. There won't be any torches inside of it, so it's going to be... Basically, if we want to see, we'll have to bring in our own light to use dynamic lights. And then we should be good to have a proper mycelium and mushroom farm. In fact, it's actually a good thing you're coming back up here, because I still need to grab the mushrooms. I did not grab them. Okay, and up we get, and I actually don't have a lot of the trapdoors, so my mycelium farm is going to be more like just mycelium that I place, and then have mushrooms on top of it, and then I'll just use mycelium in the future if I need it. Okay, and if I can find my mushrooms, it should be in here. We'll just grab 2 of each, let's grab 3 of these, because I want these ones to grow relatively fast, because I will need them, because I believe that brown mushrooms are the only ones that can make proper, like, fermented spider eyes. Not sure why I called them proper. Is there an improper fermented spider eye? Now I'm slightly concerned. What would an improper fermented spider eye be? Is this just something we don't talk about? Ever? Probably. I think I've accidentally stumbled upon an absolutely forbidden subject. The forbidden subject, heaven forbid we speak of the terrible, the horrendous, the absolutely unspeakable, improper fermented spider eye. Okay, here we go, let's head back down here, and we can now chop a little bit further, and then add in that door. Perfect! And we'll chop it a bit more. And this, for the first little bit, I'm gonna pop down a torch or a lantern so I can see. And then once we're all good and chopped out, then I shall knock out that lantern and we shall be all good. And I don't have a lot of trapdoors, so we're not going to be able to have a huge area. Although I can always make it bigger if I ever need to. Although I'm actually kind of scared about if this mushroom farm is even going to work, because I don't really know the mechanics of mushroom farming. I think that it has to be like one above or one below. I'm not sure. So I'm going to try to add a little bit of lots. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, although no, because if I do it above, then they actually won't be able to go at all because of the trapdoors. So I think I'll just place the mushrooms on the ground and then hope that they spread. I can just walk into the trapdoors, but it's still spawn-proof. And then we'll be able to get rid of all our light sources and we'll be happy. And I think do I have a couple more? I still have like 5 more trapdoors and I don't think I can use them. Without making an awkward spot. So I'm just going to keep them in my inventory and eventually use them for something else. You never know. You never know when you end up needing a trapdoor. For example, like right now. There's a trapdoor there now. Great. Feeling great. Trapdoor. Great. Next step is we chop out this area and put in mycelium. And then we can add in a divider to have red mushrooms and brown mushrooms on the other side. Okay, next. Yeah, there we go. And if I actually just... One moment. If I actually just make the divider raised slightly, like this, then the mushrooms won't be able to spread over. And I'll be able to take out these trapdoors here, and that's still only 1 block, which means that not even the baby zombies can spawn, because they technically still need a 2-block area to spawn, which is just beautiful Minecraft logic for you. But it does mean that I can reuse these trapdoors, and voila. Perfect! Awesome, and now I still once again have 3 extra. Nice. Okay, and now I can add in my mycelium, and I don't think I'll run out of mycelium. I have a lot of it, but if I do, then I luckily have lots and lots of grass, and mycelium spreads. And now we just hope that the mycelium doesn't magically spread from here into my lush cave. My lush cave doesn't even have any grass in it, I realize now, so unless it spreads all the way out to my farm outside, there is nowhere this mycelium can spread. And if it manages to spread to the farm outside, then honestly, it deserves to be there at that point. Like, honestly, it just deserves to be there. I'm gonna pop this into my offhand so I can see and double check that I have every single spot being spawn-proof. There we go, feeling great. And I'm also actually gonna add in an under section all around the room, because then it's still not able to be spawned in. You know what? Actually, this intersection is actually kind of useless, because at this point, the mushrooms aren't even going to be separated because there's just so much areas they can go around. So I'm just gonna knock this out actually, and then I'm just gonna add mycelium in here, and then we shall see if the mushrooms start spreading on their own. Because I know that it takes time for mushrooms to spread, so we'll give it lots of time just to see if it works. If it doesn't work, then I'll shudder and look up a tutorial and figure out how to do it with properly with a proper mushroom farm. But for now, this should be fine. Now, technically, I could make this thing as big as I wanted to without having to use trapdoors, and I would just have to use a trapdoor to get underneath it. I could technically do that. I did the exact same thing twice in a row. There we go. Finally actually took out the block before continuing to break. There we go. And I think I actually might have to use grass now that I'm doing the perimeter. Oh my goodness. I think we actually might have to add in grass. Heaven forbid. Absolutely heaven forbid. We're actually gonna have to wait for my mycelium to spread. Oh my goodness gracious. This is absolutely insane. Actually insane. Oh my goodness. Great. Okay, now we have 2 areas. And now we can add in mushrooms here, here, and here. And then add in some red mushrooms. Is it called a blood mushroom? It's called a blood mushroom. And this one's called a brown mushroom. I love what this was just a brown mushroom. This was a blood mushroom. I mean, slightly melodramatic, but okay. Okay, fine then. Fine then, just a blood mushroom. Great, so I just have a bunch of blood mushrooms in my backyard, guys. Feeling great. Feeling great. Just a nice casual blood mushroom. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Nice. Okay, well, let's just happily pop back on up to the top of our area, and then I'll probably AFK that mushroom spot, honestly, just to see if I can't get myself more mushrooms, because I'm gonna need so many brown mushrooms in order to make enough weakness potions to properly convert all of the Fletchers, because I'm going to want to keep every single one that actually has an enchanted arrow, because eventually I want to have a Fletcher that has every single type of enchanted arrow. One by one. Eventually, we'll see if we can get it before the server ends. We shall definitely see if we can do that. But we are arriving to the end of the stream, so I wonder if admin is searching for someone to raid. Guess we'll see. But I'd just like to go over everything that we have done today. We started off by working on our trading hall. We actually now have the skeleton. Actually, not even the skeleton. No, we have the full construct of the first hall in our bulk area of our trading hall fully completed. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the color palette. I think that is one of the builds I'm most proud of in the entire server so far, and it's not even done yet. I mean, of course, there are bigger builds like this one that took a lot longer, especially considering how early in the game this was built. But according to out of my usual area, it is definitely way up on that list. I have not built with a color palette that way in a very, very long time, and I'm so impressed with how it's turned out. And then, of course, we ended up having to go and have a little mini existential crisis about how we're going to deal with our villagers. And in the end, we decided that we're going to get a mushroom farm so that we can easily brew enough weakness potions to convert a whole bunch of Fletchers so that we don't need to get a weakness villager first. Because I want to get a weakness arrow villager sometime soon at least, so I don't need to brew a whole bunch of potions. But we will if we have to. But yes, I would like to thank you all for watching today's stream. I would like to thank you. I just managed to mess up the outro that I do every single stream. This is skills. But yes, I'd like to thank you all for watching today's stream. Hope you guys all have a great day, night, 3 AM panic attack, whatever this is for you. Hope you guys have a good one. And now let's go raid this unsuspecting person, because why the heck not? Just make them wonder for the rest of their life who the heck I am. Alright then, so we're gonna send you all over in about 10 seconds. So now I'm just gonna awkwardly talk here for a couple of seconds. And now I'm gonna send you all over once again. Have a great day, night, 3 AM panic attack. Ciao!